Hi, I'm looking for Jeff, please.
This is his wife. May I ask who's speaking?
This is Scott Behrens with Balsamo Homes. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Here, you're showing yourself. I'm going to show myself.
Okay, that'd be fine.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Scott Behrens. I'm with Balsamo Homes. I'm sorry to call you and bug you. It looks like you're comfy on the couch. Are you watching a movie or something?
No, I was actually talking to my aunt in Chicago area, and I'm just kind of hanging out. Jeff should get here in about 30 minutes from work.
Okay. Well,
I start supper here shortly, so.
Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you so much for taking the time, though, to speak with me. The reason why I'm calling and bugging you is because it looks like Jeff was on our website recently about a property you guys own in Indiana. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was.
Oh, that was you. So you're the person I'm looking for anyway.
Yeah, this is my phone number that you called, so.
Oh, okay. That's so okay. So I see the name Jeff Vintage. So you must have put your husband's name then.
Yeah, I like because he's the one that makes the money and all that good stuff. So I just like to put his his name and everything because he's the boss guy.
Absolutely. I understand that. That was nice of you. So, question for you. Are you guys trying to sell the house so that you can start renting? Is that what I read?
Well, Jeff, we're trying to figure out what we're doing. We would like to sell this house. He got offered a job in South Carolina.
Okay.
He's on the on the fence there, trying to figure out what he wants to do there. Either way, we got to sell the house.
Okay.
If he starts there, and if he accepts that, they want him to start in February 1st.
Okay.
So, but if that don't work out, he's already got a job here, and he's had for a while. And we still have to sell the house because in early, like last June, both of his parents passed away.
Oh no.
And we ended up getting the home. We just found out a couple months ago.
Oh wow.
But it's not available right now because his brother is building a house and needed a place to stay while they finish building the house. So since we are in our home, we told them to go ahead and stay in that home until he got his house built. But when we sell, what he's done, he's moving into their house.
Okay.
The new house, and then that house will be empty for us to move into it.
Okay. And where did
we still need to get rid of this house?
Okay. Well, I think you're talking to the right guy. I own quite a few rental properties in Indiana. And actually I just closed on my first rental property in Louisville today. So
Louisville's 2 hours from here.
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty close to you, and I'm kind of familiar with the area. So as long as it kind of makes sense for me to keep it as a rental, I don't see why there would be no reason why we can't work together. I mean, you're already seeing me, I'm seeing you. It seems like a match made in heaven.
Yeah. So what we need to do? What do we do?
Tell me talk to me about the house first that I'm buying. So tell me a little bit about it. How many beds, baths.
Okay. I'm off mental page here. You would buy like our house.
Yes. You want to sell your house, right?
Okay. I just misunderstood what you were saying, and I was like, okay, where's rental going in on this place? But okay, all right. This is a quarter of an acre in a prime subdivision in our town.
Okay.
We lived in the house uptown for 20 years. Both of our daughters moved on in life. We did not need a 5-bedroom, 2-bath home. Jeff and I did not.
Okay.
So we sold it and bought this place here, and it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch.
Okay.
It was disgusting. It was just full of let's see, what was it? Raccoons lived in the ceiling.
Wow.
And they just pooped and peed everywhere. It just disgusting. And the crawl space was full of mold. So we ended up talking to professionals about the mold and stuff and everything else, and it was not a good idea to remodel it. So we paid someone to tear it down, clean up the spot where it was, and we put a 2016 sectional home on it that was on the lot, had not been lived in yet.
Oh, wow.
Wants to live in it. We did that in 2019. Well, then it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, gorgeous home. I had a realtor look at it today and yesterday, and they both put it at $190,000.
Okay.
For both of them said the same thing. So we would start at $190,000 is what they were thinking.
Okay.
It's gorgeous. It's nice. It's clean. It's nothing wrong with it. It's permanent foundation with a block.
Yep.
Block foundation. Set up brand new septic system before we moved in. That was $30,000. We owe 97 on it.
Okay.
We need to get that paid off to get it cleared up. But that's basically what I'm thinking.
So you mentioned having to clear it off. Are you trying to go buy another house and qualify for another mortgage? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out. Well, if he goes to South Carolina, we're going to have to figure out what to do in South Carolina to live.
Got it.
And his work that he's going to work for, if he accepts it, will pay the first 4 or 5 months of whatever we end up getting.
Got it. Would they? Okay, so it sounds like you guys are going to go rent for a while, at least a year or two, though. Is that right?
I think at least a year until we figure out what we're doing, and because we'd love to buy. We found a place down there that we would like to buy, but do we buy and then he hates the place and the job and everything, and want to come? Because we're going to come back to his parents' house to have as our second home.
Okay.
And it's almost paid for, so we're going to just do that.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought you were going to move into that house, so you're going to use that as a second home then?
Yes.
Okay.
Just because if he does go ahead and take this job in South Carolina, we will use it as a second home. If he does not take the job, we're just going to use that as our home, but we'd have to find a place to live if we sold this out from underneath ourselves.
Got it. Do you have any idea? You say that the area is nice. If for rentals, do you have any idea what your house could rent for? Any clue whatsoever?
I don't honestly know. I've never checked out the rentals in our town. I've never paid attention to what's available for rentals. I know there's some, but there could be more than I know.
Okay. And is the school district good? I mean, would it be a reason? Say that again.
Amazing.
Okay, good. And what about the mortgage? How much is your payment every month?
$1,100 even.
Okay. So I'm just thinking, especially if you're going to go rent for a year or maybe even a little bit longer, one of the ways that I can pay a little bit more for the house is if I essentially make you the bank, if that makes sense. Well, it probably doesn't make sense. Well,
I just don't know.
Well, first of all, we're talking about two factors here. So you're saying that you think the house is worth $190,000, but you owe about 97. So that leaves like another 90,000 in question, right?
Yes, and we were going to pay a lot, like pay our 2 cars off, pay some bills, like doctor bills, fix up our credit by paying bills.
Got it.
And then putting the rest away for another place or rental or something, and put some in retirement.
Got it.
We're going to dig up the money, the leftover.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I can make this work, because obviously you've spoken to 2 agents in the last 2 days and they've told you their opinion of 190,000. Have they talked to you about what they're going to charge you for, listing the property and whatnot? Because like the market is like what, 3% per side?
Yes.
Okay. So
she said the one girl, and I really liked her. I can't remember, and I did not write it down. I was always taking notes. But I think she said 6%. I don't know.
Yeah, because that's about right. And then you end up paying another couple of percent, in title and escrow. And you end up walking away with like maybe a little over 90% of whatever you sold it for. So a couple of things we can offer, when I said make you the bank earlier, what I meant by that is potentially purchasing the house by taking over the mortgage, the $1,100 per month. It sounds like, and again, I haven't done my research either, but I could potentially get more than $1,100 a month in rent. So if I take over your mortgage and you save me from coming to escrow with $97,000 because you have a perfectly good mortgage in place with probably a reasonable interest rate, I could take that over, and in theory, I could make more money in rent or than your mortgages and create a positive cash flow situation. Do you follow?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason why that's important is because it allows me as an investor to pay a little bit closer to the retail for your property. You see, I'm an investor. I'm not one of those I don't know how to put this politely or nicely, but the only way I really make money is by finding deals, if that makes sense. So if I was out there paying retail for properties, quite frankly, I wouldn't be talking to you. I would be on Zillow and, going down the list and picking the ones that me and my wife like the best, and we would be putting in our offers. So I need to get some sort of deal. You see what I'm saying? Like when you were doing that Google search, like these cash buyers that you're looking for, like we need to get some sort of deal. Does that make sense?
I do. I mean, it does. I understand. I just never thought about anything like that. I just never thought about it.
Well, that is overwhelmingly the response that I get when I kind of drop a bomb like that on the first call. And I don't expect you to understand or be all into it, on the first call. Quite frankly, when we do something creative like this, it involves a lot of trust on both sides. You have to trust me. I have to trust you, because when you do a normal sale, we close escrow and then you never hear from me again, generally. But when we do a transaction like this, your mortgage is going to stay in place. I'm going to be making payments on your behalf, which of course is going to boost your credit. You had mentioned something about, you're having credit issues. So this would definitely help.
Pretty good. I mean, pretty bad. We were both in the 500s, the mid 500s.
So yeah, I mean, I have experience with that. My wife, she had bad credit several years ago from some health bills that she never paid. We were young, and she had, she went to the hospital for something and sent us like a $5,000 bill, and it just went to collections and it ruined her credit. Right. So we dealt with that. I think she was at like 560 or 570, and we've spent years boosting her credit back up. But one of the things, obviously, that gets your credit, at least going in the correct direction is making timely payments, with your creditors.
Yeah.
So one of the selling points, if you will, for this type of transaction is that, of course, I will be making timely payments, which will boost your credit. Because you're looking to cash out all of your equity, like the 90,000 additional, I don't know if this would work. I do have this other strategy that we deploy sometimes where we can actually help you list the property for sale by owner without paying those crazy fees.
Oh, wow. Okay. And showing it ourselves type of thing.
So that's where my sellers, when I bring this up, that's where they get scared. They're like, oh, I don't want to do it myself. I don't want to have to, meet anybody or show it. We will handle all of that. I told you that I have rentals in the area. I have this new rental in Louisville. So I vetted a whole team, and now I have a team nearby. I'm sure I can add someone, closer to you even, and we can handle it all for you. Quite literally, we will list it for you, for sale by owner. It'll be on Zillow. It'll be on Redfin. It'll be on everything. And when the buyers call, they'll deal with me or someone on my team. We will represent you. No, we are not. We're not real. We're not licensed agents. But that's the only way we're able to kind of do this, if that makes sense. We're just kind of helping you out, as though someone in your corner was like, hey, I'll help you list it for sale by owner so that you don't have to pay those crazy fees.
Yes. It sounds good, but what I'll probably have you do is talk to Jeff too.
He should be almost home.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably have you call back, maybe, only because he don't like to be, because I will bombard him and go, hey, this show him the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in a good mood or not.
Okay, I hear you. Long day at work. Well, listen, I'm very interested in this, seriously. And I want you to know, you might be asking yourself like, well, what's in it for you? And you're right. You know, we don't work for free. We are going to have some sort of fee, but that's going to be paid on the buyer side. Okay. And you're still going to get the number you're looking for, which is going to be fair market value. When you call these guys on Google, myself included, we have to see a clear path to making a profit. So we're always, when we give an offer, it's always, you know, baking in some sort of profit. But if we do this strategy, you're going to be getting an end buyer that wants to move their family into your home. And those end buyers, they always pay more. They pay retail. They pay fair market value. So whatever offers we get, you can't really argue with that. Of course, you don't have to accept it, but that is going to be the fair market, if that makes sense.
Yes. And okay, so do you think the 190 is the fair market, the way that everything's high right now?
Good question. I have to run my comps with my team. In fact, I wanted to talk to you first before I did that, because I get a lot of, you know, funny submissions on our website sometimes. So I wanted to make sure that you are a real person. You actually own the house. You want to sell the house. And you bet your butt that I'm going to work on this right now with my team. And
Okay.
when can we talk again?
Can you send me a text of who you are and what your business is, so I know what to tell Jeff?
Yes.
Who Jeff you are.
I will send you a picture of my business card right now. Okay.
Okay.
And you can even like take a screenshot with your phone so you can show him me or something.
Okay.
And
I should know. Getting text messages and everything.
do me a favor though. Can you do me a favor though?
Yeah.
Can you save my number on your phone?
Yes, I will.
Okay. My name is Scott.
Okay.
And I'll text you my name, my full name, and my business card. And let's make this happen. I mean, as much as I would like to buy your property for a massive discount off of 190, I just don't see that happening. For one, your property is in too good of condition. For two, and I see this as a good opportunity for us to list it for sale by owner for you and get you the fair market and more of money in your pocket than you would if you were to work with a real estate agent. That's right. Whatever. I mean, it's not going to be $6,000. It's going to be the 6%, whatever it is, of the sales price.
What I meant, yeah.
Yeah. And again, we are going to make something. I don't know what it's going to be exactly, but I can tell you it's not going to be 6%.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either, you know, that sounds better than doing 6%. So to me, but Jeff will have to just like talk to you.
Totally fine.
Ask all kinds of questions.
Well, if one of the questions he asks is how do we get started, tell him that the next step is we have to come up with a price that we are going to list it for. And then I need to have someone come take professional pictures of the house. Okay?
Now.
Absolutely. And just so you know, we call this a novation agreement. Okay? So novation agreement. And we'll send you all the paperwork needed to get started if you and Jeff, of course, want to continue this and work with me and my team. And you are in good hands. I assure you that. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
Save my name and number. I'm going to text you my business card, and then I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
You too. Bye.